Well, the Atlanta Falcons, man, we got some news to unpack, man. Look, we knew that moves were going to be made because injuries have been popping up on the injury report all week, and Michael Penix was a big name that really didn't practice this week, and Kirk Cousins was taking snaps with the first team. So guess what? Michael Penix will not be playing Sunday. Kirk Cousins will be starting for the Atlanta Falcons. His first start since I think week 14 last year, if I'm not mistaken. And it's probably been a long time coming, man. And I'm not mad because they need some kind of spark, man. He might help. He may help Zach Robinson get things under control as far as play calling. Help him learn some new things because the way things are going, Michael Penix, it seems like it's the blind lead the blind. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. But Kirk Cousins will be starting Sunday, and other moves have been made. If y'all remember this, Divine Diablo went down with that forearm injury against San Francisco. He was replaced by JD Bertrand. I don't know why I get his name mixed up. JD Bertrand, a middle linebacker. So guess what? They go out and sign another linebacker, formerly of the Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Mr. Ronnie Harrison, who they signed in the offseason. He did not make the final 53, but somehow I knew that he would find a way back to the roster. Now, he's a hybrid between a safety and a linebacker. He's about 6'2", about 210, 215. And y'all know y'all saying he's small, but linebackers are not that big these days like they were back in the day because you got to be quick and you got to be agile. But Ronnie Harrison last year didn't really do much with the Colts, man. 10 games, only 2 tackles, mainly special teams. But the year before that, as a linebacker with the Indianapolis Colts, he had 20 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, 1 of those returned for a touchdown, 2 pass breakups. So as you see it, they do need to help at middle linebacker instead of going out, getting a big name. They're going to stick to who they know because Nate Ollie was in Indianapolis when Ronnie Harrison was there. So he kind of got to, feel how Ronnie Harrison works. But also, you you lose a guy in a Divine Diablo who's a former safety slash linebacker, turn into a linebacker. So you go out and get the same thing and try to fit that into your system. Ronnie Harrison did play okay in preseason, but it wasn't enough snaps to showcase his true skill set because he's been in the league already 7 years, and he has 7 career interceptions, 245 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 pick sixes. So, some reason he's always around the football. So now that they've done that, I think they got that figured out. I think it'll be linebacker by committee in the middle, along with Caden Ellis. I think you could see some D'Angelo Malone. Jalen Walker is going to be out this game as well, so scratch that. So they also made practice squad moves. Practice squad moves they did make. They called up Easton Stick. He's going to probably be the backup, and Michael Penix is probably going to be emergency third string in this game. So if something happens to Kirk Cousins, you can see Easton Stick, and it's really it's understandable, man. Drake London, a late addition to the injury report this week. He had a hip injury, and we talked about that also on Friday night, and y'all can go check that out too. They called up Dylan Drummond, who had a very solid preseason. I think one game he had 10 catches. So I think Kirk Cousins is going to be out there I think 2 of his main targets is Darnell Mooney and Kirk Cousins. But you got to remember Darnell Mooney is nicked up as well. So it's just a lot to unpack. And I think they're, getting it together to go out there against the Dolphins on Sunday. And since this is not a strong team, I absolutely think that some of these moves are the best to get some of these players some rest, the ones that have been injured, the ones that need to recover. And I think this is what Raheem Morris and his coaching staff is doing. So they're going to bring up also Jordan Fuller. I'm sorry, I forgot about Jordan Fuller. Got to remember Billy Bowman is still injured. I think he has a hamstring, if I'm not mistaken, but it's got to be a grade 2 or grade 3 because he's been out almost a month. So Jordan Fuller could help back there in the secondary with Xavier Watts and Jesse Bates. And probably you can see Xavier Watts play a little bit of slot. And, Clark Phillips being on IR. So, they're kind of nicked out all over the secondary. And we'll just see how these things turns out, man. But a lot of flurry roster moves before this Miami Dolphins game. I think it has to do with rest. I think it has to do with players, getting themselves together. And as coaches, No matter who's on the field, you got to coach them up to make sure they come out and pull out with a win. But can Kirk Cousins give it that spark? Can Ronnie Harrison, fill in for Divine Diablo, help J.D. Bertrand? Easton Stick is the backup. Jordan Fuller comes back. Drake London, questionable. He could get, limited snaps in this game, especially if the Falcons come out, and knock him out the box real quick. But those are the quick roster updates. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Help me get through the YouTube universe. And also hype this video up, man. Y'all hype this video up, man. That helps me get it through the YouTube universe as well, because they're using that hype, to build your videos a little bit more than the views, more than the likes. That hype me up thing is just working, man. So y'all go ahead and hype this video or any other video in my catalog, man. I would definitely appreciate it. But this your boy Antoine Smith signing off. Y'all know what to do, man. Drop those comments. And that's all for this video, man. I'm holler at y'all soon. Peace.